we're moving on. So I've left this thing basically sat with the charger turned off and allowed it to cell balance. Now we've got some readings here. They're actually wrong and it needs recalibrating, but crucially you can see this one here, which was like 4 volts, is now 3.7 something. Okay. This one's 3.9. That's actually what it reads. That one actually is reasonably accurate, I believe, at the voltage it's reading. This one says 3.4, needs readjusting. It's actually 3. These two are both about 3.637, and this one's on 3.9. Or rather, the cells themselves are. Obviously, the readings aren't. So I'm actually reading. Okay, this is the middle one. You can see that the middle one. See, just so you know, it's across the middle cell. So you can see the wire is going down to this one, negative side, and then the positive side is going to that one. So we've got 3.788, which isn't too far off what it's reading, obviously. Yeah. Let's readjust it while we're doing it, because then that might make life easier. Okay, so we've got, this one says 4929, 4.9 sort of 3-ish. Oh, it's actually saying 4 volts. It's interesting. Got a circuit off on it. Yep. Yeah. Right, okay, so obviously that needs readjusting. Yeah, and then crucially, the first one, let's put it on the first one. Okay. It's that one into here, there you go. See? Okay. We've got 3.7. It says 3.4, so it's only 0.3 out. Right. So what we've done is, I'm arbitrarily, right, what I've done, I got some of these little, so obviously a bit old school, but basically these are, yeah, you got some 5 volt double pole double throw relays. I actually don't need a double throw, but they're double pole. Yeah, there are actually latching versions of these. Now these were £1 each. Okay, so you know, in the grand scheme of things, obviously not massive, but more than, well, £1 for a set. Alright, and I got a bunch of these, you can see there. Yeah. And crucially on these things, it's quite nice they actually put the circuit on the bottom of it, which is, you know, anyway. So I've got one in here. So I've kind of bunched up my cell balancer source. Yeah. Input, just to recap, input is across the whole pack, 3 in this case. Right, which gives you minimum voltage on there, you can see is 9 volts. Minimum voltage on the pack, because it's 3 cells, is going to be in the region of 9 point something. Yep. And the maximum is 18. Well, it'll never get to 18, so that's fine. Unless there's something very, very wrong. Right? And then you got the output. Oh, I've got a couple of wires here spare. Got the output here, right, which is 15 volts, is going into a buck converter. Now, obviously, this is a bodge. Bit of a hack, you know, because you'd combine them. But essentially we've got a buck converter here. I needed an isolation here. This is for isolation essentially. And then this is a buck converter, which then transforms the 15 volts output from this isolating little isolated power supply, transforms the 15 volts to, now I've reset it to roughly 4.5. Let me put that on, and then you can see. Okay. So I've got it across the output, and you can see it's 4.47. Okay, I was tuning it to be about 4.5. I just want it high enough so that it would give it a decent charge voltage. 4.1, which was what it was on previously, kind of didn't do the job, so I'll put it on 4.5. We're more about current, and it's got a current limiting circuit in it, so we'll be all right. Yeah. So that gives it an output, and that goes into a relay. This relay here, right, which is one of these beasties, right, 5 volt double pole relay. Okay, and obviously the idea is that relay is going to switch it to across whichever cell. Now that will have obviously 3, ultimately it'll have 3, and you can see I've got a yellow wire here which is going into a little transistor circuit. You can see the transistor there, it's BC547, and then you've got your back EMF diode, 100 ohm resistor, little circuit just so that it triggers that. Shut up. Okay. Oh, what have I done? Should have just done the light, shouldn't I? Yep. Okay. So basically